There was a shocking statistic or stat that came out a couple of years ago about half of all women having backup lovers. You know, everybody's flipping the wig about it, doing backflips, falling over themselves. But what is very rarely understood is that society teaches men, drills and instills into men the idea of being a provider, which is an old concept, right? Since the dawn of time, all civilizations, men have very often been providers for the women in their care. That makes sense, right? But we have come to a point where women do not need men to provide for them. And this leaves a lot of guys confused. What is their role now that they don't need this, that they do not need my money, right? And society does not tell you about another class of men that exists besides the provider, right? We call this the lover. And the lover is derived from the essence, the essential concept of the warrior, who in cultures across the world was highly desired by women because of what he could do, right? His mental fortitude, his toughness, his willingness to face death, you know, all these other things, focus, cool under pressure, right? All these other things. We distill the essentials into the modern ladies' man, right? The Casanovas and Don Juans and everything like that. Just being good with women, because those guys are no longer warriors. Those guys are just good with women. So it kind of got distilled into just being good with women, just being skilled with women. And like I said, we call this the lover. The lover is the more important, has always been the most important part to play in terms of choosing in the dichotomy, if you want to be lover or provider. But the lover gains the respect, the admiration, the attraction of women long before the provider does. The provider is very society-centric, very oriented on people-pleasing. That's why he's often pushed around. The lover knows how to push a woman's buttons in the right way. And so the backup lover is often really the lover. That type of guy who knows how to do that. So it's something to keep in mind.